like me.
Yes.
We love anything that's rich and delicious and tasty. And you know, when it comes to coffee, and you know how much I love coffee.
Yes.
I told you about my machine.
Yes.
I have a very expensive machine at the house.
The Mac Daddy.
The Mac Daddy machine. And I love coffee. So really quickly, let me tell you about it. It's what they call high altitude. Whenever you buy coffee beans or harvest beans, higher altitude is always better. The conditions are better for growing 100% Arabica beans, which these are. They are roasted. All right, they are blended to perfection. This coffee is on another level. I always say, this is not coffee. This is an experience. You like that, Cheryl? It's an experience. Stacy is with us to tell us all about it.
Yes.
And I love the fact that when we buy the coffee, we kind of help the manatees.
Oh my gosh, kind of.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about. So you're getting ready to try the Caribbean Delight. So if you like coffee and you like saving the manatees, this is a win-win, right?
I'm on board.
I'm on board too. This is what it's all about. This is called Caribbean Delight. The number one, right? Stop it. The number one seller for Manatee coffee by far.
So we have two choices.
Yes.
Tell everybody what we got.
Okay, so you can get the Island Dark, which is that rich, bold, robust, deep color, deep
two big
flavor.
bags. Yep.
And then you also can get the Caribbean Delight. And that is it's so delicious.
This has a little more of a flavor to it, like I taste caramel.
And hints of hazelnut and coconut, but it's very mild, right? Doesn't it make you feel like you're kind of taking a trip to the tropics?
It's so good.
So delicious.
It's very, I mean, you get the big, great, rich coffee taste.
100%.
But then you get that kind of full-bodied flavor of, like that roasty, toasty caramel taste.
Yes.
That's the Caribbean Delight. Everybody that orders are gonna get two bags of coffee. And let me tell you something, and I said this to you before.
Yep.
Coffee has gone through the roof in price.
I know.
I used to buy a bag of coffee for $9 from the supermarket. My same bag of coffee is $16.
Isn't that
same bag?
Oh my goodness.
So you're getting these bags at about $11 per bag, which is a steal. And this is high-end gourmet coffee. And remember, there's a reason there's a manatee on there, because every time you buy it, the company itself is going to help out with the manatees, which I think is a wonderful thing.
It is a wonderful thing. Whether you live in Florida or you've just maybe gone to an aquarium and you've been able to experience manatees.
Man, that's good.
I mean, manatees are amazing. Living in Florida, you have had a manatee experience if you go by the water. I had one like tickle my toes one time with his whiskers. It's the cutest thing. They come up to the docks. I mean, this company loves two things, coffee and saving the manatees. And that's what this is all about. Do you know what tomorrow is? Manatee Appreciation Day. Is it just by accident that we're going on today talking about manatee coffee? Or coincidence?
You gotta try it. Listen, whether or not you love manatees or not, the coffee is ridiculous. All right, you know, I'm a big coffee guy. You know, I had to cut back when I was dealing with some issues with my throat, but I still appreciate a fantastic cup of coffee. And this is, you know what I really love about it?
What?
Low acid.
Yes.
And not bitter.
It's, you know why?
I don't like bitter coffee.
It's because it's handcrafted and also slow roasted. That is really important so you don't get that bitterness. Now you've tasted the Caribbean Delight. Now this is also the Caribbean Delight if you like iced coffee. Okay, so there's this option.
Love iced coffee.
Okay, so it's even good if you like to make it cold, especially getting ready in Florida. We're talking about Florida, the hot weather. That's what you're gonna want, right?
Better.
Now, do you like cream in your coffee? Because this is the dark.
I'll taste the dark without it.
Okay.
Because I can taste the coffee a little cleaner.
So this is the Island Dark. This is gonna be a very bold, rich, smooth.
You can sort of see the difference.
Well, I added cream to
there's a little cream in there, but even when you first poured it, this has got a deeper sort of you're gonna see more of a kind of chocolatey taste to this coffee.
Yes, I can show you what the comparison is. So just a little bit lighter, but if you like a flavored coffee, you're gonna see
so good,
so robust.
And I don't normally drink black coffee. That's really good.
And that's actually
I would say richer and deeper. If you're a coffee person, you might like the dark. If you're a casual coffee,
side by side.
Yeah.
Can you see a difference in the color there? Just a little bit, right? So this is bold and rich if you like the Colombian dark coffee. That's what I drink every day. And then if I want a treat or it's something in the afternoon, I like the Caribbean Delight. But again, the Caribbean Delight is the #1. So people really, really love this. Now you may be saying, well, what makes this coffee so great, right? Well, it really does depend on where the coffee comes from. So we choose places around the world that have high altitudes, rich, dense soil, because that's where you're gonna get the nutrients nutrients from the soil, right? Tropical climates, so predominantly Brazil and Colombia.
Yeah.
Then we import the beans, again, handcrafted, slow roasted, which is, again, crucial so that you don't have that bitterness. And have you ever had an upset stomach from coffee?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're not gonna get that with this because of the way that it's brewed. So that is really, really crucial.
I always liked what coffee kind of gets me going on in the morning. I mean, let's be honest. We love coffee, right? Get your motor running.
Sure.
Here's another thing I love. Cheryl's laughing at me over here. Here's another thing. I get excited when I get to try new coffee.
Yes.
Like new coffee to me is like you know, just trying a new experience. And if you're a coffee lover, you gotta try this. It honestly, it tastes different than any other coffee that I've had here. And we do the little pods.
Yes, you can do that.
And those are all flavored, but nothing beats just a pure roasted great flavor of coffee.
Absolutely, and you may be thinking, well, is this gonna work in my K-Cup? Have you ever realized that you can actually buy these washable K-Cups? So what you do is you take either the Caribbean Delight or the dark roast. You can use a spoon, or you can just kind of be a little bit like me and wing it. And then you put it in the K-Cup, okay? Then you put it in your machine, and this is the dark brew. And you put it in your machine, and you can use your ground coffee in your K-Cup machine. And you are absolutely going to still experience the richness and the depth of this coffee time and time again, regardless of how you choose to brew.
I'm hooked on this Caribbean Delight.
I know, isn't that so yummy?
It's just, go ahead. You want to hit me?
Oh,
yeah,
really? Okay. You know what else oh, come on now. Oh,
that's not a good sign.
That's not
it's all right, hold on. Let me smell it first.
Okay, let's go there. Oh, man, come on,
no, it's fine. It petered out on me. Hold on.
It did. You know what? You gotta love live TV.
That is.
I tried.
No, that is delicious. I put more cream in it just because I like it that way.
I'm gonna hide that one.
Hey, listen, whether you like black coffee or coffee with cream or coffee with your favorite liqueur, the bottom line is you need to start out with good coffee.
Yes.
And you always look for 100% Arabica beans. You prefer your beans to come from high altitude just because the soil is better, which is why when you watch the native people picking coffee beans, they're way up on top of a mountain somewhere, right? That's where the best coffee grows. The conditions are best for it. That's where all this coffee is grown. It is very low acid. So if you have issues with your stomach, that's gonna be great for you as well. And there's no bitterness. Everybody gets 2 jumbo bags. Choose Caribbean Delight. I tell you, I couldn't tell which one I like better. Or you can go the original dark roast. Everybody gets 2 bags, we'll ship them right out. Hey, Rick, do we have this available on auto ship too? Okay, if you want auto ship, you need to sign up because I only have a few dozen of those to go around. So grab it while you can. Thank you, my dear.
You're welcome.
Great job.
I hope everybody enjoys this. And you know, think about it as you're going to drink coffee anyway, so you want to get a really good coffee and then save the manatees. It's coffee with a cause.
Has anybody ever seen a man?
You gotta love that.
Like I'm sure you have, Cheryl, because she's a Florida girl.
Yeah.
I have kayaked over at DeSoto. They come right up to your kayak.
I know.
And you just give them like a piece of lettuce, and they just take it right out. They're the most harmless creatures, yet they're always run over by boats. They're always, you know, their habitat gets messed up. So you're doing the right thing. Thank you.
Supporting the manatees on Manatee Appreciation Day tomorrow.
Man, that's great.
Buy some coffee and support the manatees. It's a win-win.
I wonder if there's ever going to be a guy at Fieldvan Appreciation Day. Thank you, Stacey.
Every day.
All right, every day. All right, so we're going to shift, but we're going to kind of go along the same thing of very, very, very intense, wonderful flavor. But before we get to that, people are already buying the Ninja. Rick is my producer today. Rick, did you see the price?